What if we found alien life tomorrow? Imagine waking up to every news channel, every social media feed, every phone buzzing with breaking news. We found aliens. Not some blurry UFO video or a prank, but real alien life confirmed by scientists. It's official. Aliens are out there somewhere, alive. The first reaction? Absolute chaos. People would be freaking out. Some would be screaming, others would be celebrating, and a few would be packing bags for reasons even they don't understand. And then there'd be that one neighbor, Steve, who starts a yard sale because who knows what the aliens will want to buy. The big question everyone's asking, what are they like? Are they green with huge heads and eyes, like in the movies? Or maybe they're tiny, with wings, or really, really tall with extra arms and tentacles. What if they look like nothing we've ever imagined? They could be as bizarre as a giraffe crossed with a jellyfish. Or what if, plot twist, they look a little like us? No matter what, we'd be obsessed. TV shows, movies, books, they've all prepared us to expect something weird. And let's be real, no one's ready for just how weird it might be. Within hours, scientists, politicians, world leaders, and your uncle who believes the moon landing was fake are scrambling to figure out what to do next. Scientists will be making detailed explanations on TV with diagrams, charts, and big words no one really understands. Meanwhile, everyone else is wondering, are they friendly? Are they dangerous? Do they like pizza? And of course, people are asking, can we talk to them? Talking to aliens sounds exciting, but how would we even start? Do they have ears? Can they even hear us? Maybe they communicate by glowing colors, or by singing, or who knows, maybe by dancing. Someone in the room is probably suggesting we try universal hand signals. But what if our thumbs up means something rude in alien culture? NASA would be preparing every method possible. They'd be working on radio signals, light codes, maybe even giant emojis beamed into space. But the truth is, we'd have no idea if any of it would work. Meanwhile, social media would be on fire. People would be tweeting things like, I always knew aliens were real, and this is why my cat stares at the ceiling. There'd be theories everywhere, some hilarious, some scary, and some just plain wild. The internet would explode with memes. Conspiracy theorists would have the time of their lives. And yes, there'd be arguments, because humans can't resist a good argument. Aliens have been watching us for years. Someone would claim, they're just here to help us with climate change. Another might insist. Others would be certain it's all a cover-up. World leaders would be out there giving important speeches about unity and peace and working together as one world. And then they'd immediately start debating who should be the official Earth representative for the aliens. Governments would scramble to figure out the best plan, treating it like a surprise visit from important guests rather than an unprecedented cosmic event. Now let's talk about the scientists. They'd be in absolute heaven. Finding alien life is their ultimate dream. This would be the biggest discovery of all time. Biologists will be wondering how alien life even works. Is their DNA like ours? Do they eat? Breathe? How do they live? Astrobiologists will be losing their minds. Literally everything they ever studied would suddenly make sense. Meanwhile, physicists, astronomers, chemists, every scientist from every field will be trying to get involved. Laboratories around the world would be running 24/7. Religious leaders would also be talking about what alien life means for our beliefs and our place in the universe. Some people would feel their faith shaken, while others would see this as confirmation that life is vast and mysterious. Spiritual leaders would speak about unity and the infinite possibilities of life. And people everywhere would be wondering if this was destiny, or if maybe we were never actually alone after all. Then there'd be the businesses. CEOs will be trying to figure out how to capitalize on this discovery. Imagine the commercials, try our new alien-themed pizza, or get your Martian-style vacation package. Marketing teams would be scrambling to make products with alien logos, merchandise would go through the roof, and the next big blockbuster would definitely feature an alien. And then there's us, regular people. What do we do? First, there'd be a mix of excitement and fear. People would start saying things like, what if they're here to take over? And naturally, a lot of people would stockpile water and canned goods, just in case. There'd be families discussing whether it's safe to even go outside. And of course, some would still head out to work or school like it's just another Wednesday, because bills don't pay themselves, even with aliens in the news. But then, after the first few days, things would start to settle. The initial shock would fade. People would get used to the idea that, yeah, aliens exist. Some would become fascinated with the science behind it. Others would just be curious, watching every documentary and reading every article. And then slowly society would start to think about the real, practical questions. Could we ever visit them? Could they come visit us? Scientists would be exploring the possibilities. Could we travel to meet these aliens someday? Or could we set up communication that actually works? Maybe one day we'll have a whole new branch of research, alien studies, with students sitting in classrooms learning about alien biology, alien physics, and even alien history, assuming they have any. Universities would have entire programs dedicated to interplanetary studies, and space agencies will be working overtime to make these distant friends less distant. People would start to wonder if this means there are more aliens out there. After all, if we found one form of alien life, who's to say there aren't millions more scattered across the universe? Our view of space would never be the same. Space would go from a big, empty void to a mysterious place filled with life and possibility. And the kids would be thrilled. They'd be drawing aliens in class, creating theories, and begging their parents to take them to the planetarium or space museum. Alien life would inspire a new generation of scientists, explorers, and dreamers. A whole generation would grow up believing that anything is possible, that the universe is full of endless discoveries. But the real change would be in us. Humanity would start to think a little differently. Our perspective would shift. We'd realize that Earth is just one tiny part of something so much bigger. And maybe, just maybe, we'd start treating our planet and each other with a little more kindness. Because if aliens exist, if we're not alone, then every little problem we have here, petty arguments, differences, even borders, would seem small in comparison. It's like suddenly zooming out on a picture and realizing you're just one piece of an infinite puzzle. We might start to see ourselves as Earthlings, as one species, all on the same planet. Sure, we'd still argue and disagree about things, because that's what we do. But we know deep down that we're all in this together. And the big picture, it's so much bigger than any one of us. Of course, there would still be questions, maybe more than we could ever answer. The main question would be, could we work together?